remember it like it was yesterday, May 5th, 2022. The man known as Kevin Samuels had passed away. And it was interesting for me because I thought it was a joke. The day before, he was just on the live stream. When I called, I couldn't get the answer. And a lot of outpouring support came almost immediately. People from everywhere started showing their praises and their respects to Kevin Samuel. And Dima, who's editing this video right now, even told me the same thing happened in Russia. Even people who couldn't really understand English understood that Kevin Samuels was that guy. But something that shocked me was the immeasurable amount of hatred that he received from his own community.
I just find it so disgusting how there are some women out there who are actually celebrating the death of Kevin Samuels. It hasn't even been 24 hours and you are posting memes, you are posting jokes. What's funny? You say you disagree with his messages and his delivery, but literally you guys are spewing hate on someone you haven't even met. The bashing that you said he did, you're doing the same thing. And for what? Trying to correct us as a community?
It was almost like a Chicago drill album with so many people wishing that they were glad the man passed away. And for those people who dislike Kevin Samuels, some could say, well, I could see how, and for the detractors of Kevin Samuels, well, what they could say is, this guy was so rude to people. It wasn't what he said, it was how he said it. Fast forward! Another controversial personality is this guy, Fat Joe. Just like Kevin Samuels, he can get people talking about him. And of course, he's been going back and forth with the black community, hashtag FBA, about who started hip hop.
And so when hip hop started, it's Latino and black, half and half. But they going at me because I'm like the only Spanish dude, like really with a big voice. That and Latinos wasn't there, you was invited, you are a specimen. I don't know what the is up with these people that don't know their facts.
Now, most of us don't believe this is true. And instead of going away from the conflict, Fat Joe ran to it.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the these broke.
And not only him, some of his other brothers in the Puerto Rican community.
Clear for everybody. Yo, I'm gonna make this clear. There's a lot of people in the room, and I'm gonna make it clear for those who watch. Yo, we are not against. We love black people. I love black people. I grew up.
No doubt.
I got black family.
Absolutely.
I love black.
Absolutely.
It's about black and brown unity.
Without,
so we not here.
without a doubt.
But I have an issue with the FBA because they're anti-black. They're anti-Caribbean.
Here's the thing.
They started the drama within their own community, and then they try to spill it over. But what they didn't expect was the backlash that they got from the Latino community because we're not the ones.
Right.
And we tried to make peace, and it is what it is. But I'm not apologizing, and we're not walking on eggshells. So you got the wrong ones. We're not walking on eggshells, and you're gonna get what you give. And I don't think that Fat Joe has to give anybody an apology.
Look,
I think he was absolutely right.
Fat Joe never apologized, never acknowledged what he said, never acknowledged the outrage. But we all know he all of a sudden stopped being the host of the BET Awards and tried to just walk it off as if nothing happened. But then he made a post just yesterday. He posted, "Sad to announce the passing of my father, Ernesto, aka Cuba. Papi te quiero para siempre. This has been tough. I'm not looking for sympathy, just honoring my dad. He's a legend in my eyes. To my mom, wife, brothers, and sisters, I love you and will always be united." September 15th, 1935 to February 12th, 2025, which meant that his father passed away at 79 years old. And we already know that dissing the black community can't get you that issue. And I want to give an opportunity to see how the FBA community responded to Fat Joe's father's death. Look at Ted Cohen, praying hands. Ray Ray, praying hands. Carla, my condolences. Plush Pisces Queen, clouds. Kieba, praying hands. Chakatai 02, I'm sorry for your loss and my prayers. Miss Grown Sexy, my condolences to the family. Mish LEYD 28, my deepest sympathy to the family and friends. Distinguished Gent 74, condolences. And do you know, I went all down this thread, and you want to know what I found? I found that nobody has said anything disrespectful to Fat Joe. All of these beautiful comments came from the African American community, or hashtag FBA, hashtag ADOS. Of course, you might have some folks from different communities, but I would bet 85% of this commentary is coming from the black community. And do you know what? These people understand what Fat Joe said. The Jasmine brand is filled with nothing but black people. Hashtag FBA. But do you want to know what? Despite looking at the fact that he said something negative, what they're doing is saying, you know what? Your dad is off limits because your dad isn't the one that made the mistake. Now, if it was Fat Joe that passed away, that might have been a lot different. All right? That would have been a lot different for sure. Just like it was when Kevin Samuels passed away because he was the person that the detractors felt was making the content. Now, had it have been Kevin Samuels' daughter or son, that would have been different maybe, all right? But in the case of Fat Joe, he said it, but they still giving his father respect. And do you want to know what I want to say? Not a lot of credit goes to the hashtag FBA community for staying on code. Like, you disrespected us, you disrespected our group, you disrespected our people, but you know what? We're gonna do something to you that you don't do for nobody else, which is actually show some respect, which is actually show some love. And see, we don't actually get the credit that we deserve when we basically do things like this. You know, people always talk about how, you know, the FBA community is ghetto, it's hood, it's all of this. No, what you saw right here was a pass. That's what you saw. You saw as, okay, yeah, bruh, we still don't deal with you. We still not rocking with you. And you know, but your father passed. Rest in peace to your family, but we're gonna show some respect. And I just wanna know, why don't these other groups have the same level of respect for a group of people that helped you take care of your dad? Cause sorry, Fat Joe, it wasn't the Puerto Rican community that helped put your dad on. Nah, you was hanging around the black community, and whatever you're able to do from your family, it's because the black community brought those tickets. It's because the black community accepted you. It's because you're at the BET Awards. Ain't no Puerto Rican Music Awards, cause y'all don't have that. No disrespect to anybody. You didn't make your money off the Latino community. No disrespect, you didn't. You needed blacks to get on. Then you dissed them. And those same people that you dissed came back and showed you something that you never show anybody else in our community: respect. You don't even apologize. And I'm just saying, in this today's age, in this culture, if folks started dissing your dead anybody else, it's still wrong. But you know what? I can kind of understand the way the culture goes today. It's a little different than when I was coming up. I went to Tariq's page. I didn't see nobody in FBA dissing you. I'm pretty sure he understands your dad is gone. He didn't do that. He stood on business. He wasn't even going to go that route. I've never seen anybody dissing Fat Joe's father. And what that shows is that, you know what, these hashtag FBAs that I got my money with and that helped me change my life, damn, I gotta show some respect. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.